What's up? What's up? Welcome
What up,
back
y'all?
to another episode of A Who All Gonna Be There podcast, a place where you get to be an exclusive member to our very entertaining group chat. Y'all know why we're here. We're here to talk about the Traitors finale and the reunion because it was so lit, right?
Trader started and it ended. Thank y'all. We will be back tomorrow for Survivor. Not tomorrow, Wednesday. And that's it. Y'all have a lovely night.
I was gonna
Imagine I end the stream for real.
Crazy
I was
work.
gonna say in honor of Eli, thank you, Brittany, for giving us at least a shred of entertainment this episode.
Yeah, because that was
services.
the only thing that gave. Because after those first couple of minutes, I was like, oh, dang, y'all. First of all, I know Eli would have something to say about this too. Y'all held us on a cliffhanger for a week for that. For Danielle to go home and be banished.
I ain't gonna lie. I didn't think Brittany was gonna do it.
I didn't either.
Now I did. I felt in my bones.
I didn't think so. I thought they was playing us with the edit because that's all they do. These shows play with us and they stay trying to trick us, stay trying to fool us. They've done it several times already. So why wouldn't this be one of those tricks?
Fair, but I just saw the look on her face, on Brittany's face when Dolores revealed that vote. I'm just like, no, they caught that. They caught that in the moment. That's what I saw. That. I was like, I doubt there's anything else said at that round table that could have elicited that sort of reaction from her.
Yeah. Well, you weren't wrong. You weren't wrong, but I don't know. I'm after her like confessional about it, and I've heard people discuss it. It was intentional. It wasn't a mistake. I don't think it was a mistake because she literally said, "I voted because I couldn't. I didn't think my vote could protect you or save you or something like that." So
I mean, it can't be a mistake. It might be at the end of the day. You might be like, "Dang, I wish I had chose something different." But it's not like you had 2 seconds to make a decision. You accidentally hit the wrong button. Bam!
right.
You had to take your pencil, your chalk, and write the name down. Just stand by it. You did it. And we moved.
Yeah, like even though like I would have loved to see Brittany like stand with Danielle, like her logic for doing so kind of made sense. It's like if Dolores actually did flip it like she thought in her mind, and she the only one that voted for Danielle on the revote, she was for sure gone this next time around.
Well, she was for sure gone anyway.
Yeah, there was no way that Danielle was winning. Like she was gonna get, even if she made it to that very end at that fire, it would have been red. It would have been.
But at least then Brittany could have won because I don't. If Danielle survived the round, I don't think they would have got them both.
No, they wouldn't.
Brittany would have had a better chance of winning if she had kept Danielle.
But we said this. We literally said this last week, or I think I did.
Repeatedly.
If Danielle goes home, Brittany is not making it to the end. We said this.
We've seen that before she even got picked as a traitor. We was all like, we know if Danielle picked Brittany as a traitor, it'd be best for them to keep each other because of that specific scenario.
Yeah.
Ciao. Well.
So Danielle she revealed that she was a traitor. They were happy. And then, they kind of tried to console Brittany because she was crying, and all of that stuff like that. And it was okay. It's okay. We all got played. But in reality, they just all kind of like, now let's talk about the seer power because we need to figure out what's going on with all of it.
I just want to point out, I believe that firmly was Danielle's power until she was voted out.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
I agree with that.
1,004%.
I 1,000% agree. And I will also say too, like apparently, like when Danielle said goodbye, she was like, I can't believe you did it again. You did this again, Brittany. You betrayed me again, like you did on Reindeer Games. And that was just enough of a clue and hint for the other people. Like, that sounded so personal.
I would have been like, dang, Brittany, you was a traitor on Big Brother. And I holla.
Now, it's really crazy that like all the traitors failed because of the other traitors.
Yes,
all of them. Because the traitors took each other out.
Yeah,
and I believe we would have if the traitor. I blame Boston Rob still. if Boss Rob had jumped the gun on eliminating Bob the drag queen, they wouldn't. The fans never would have learned what traitor on traitor violence looked like.
No.
So I really believe we would have had the most solid traitor win if it weren't for the traitors going at each other.
Yeah, I think he had to do that because he was never going to win out of the traitors.
I didn't think he had to do it so soon, though.
No, I'm saying Rob did it because he was just like, let me get my licks in real quick because it ain't gonna take Derek and Wes that long to put it together that I'm a traitor and convince everybody else. So he needed to make his waves as soon as possible before he got X'd out of the game.
Eli said, I think Danielle's justified for her feelings, but Brittany didn't portray her, in my opinion. I agree with that.
No, I don't think she betrayed her.
It won't, but she played the game.
Because she voted for you to stay the first round. Right. She voted to keep you the first round.
She did, technically.
But it all goes back to the decision. Now, Oklahoma Rob is funny because why gotta be Oklahoma?
Is he from Oklahoma for real?
No, she changed his name.
Oh, because I'm gonna say, why? Now he calling himself Boston. You traitor.
He gonna be Dallas. He gonna be Texas Rob next. But
Dallas Rob.
Rob. But no, so we talked about this too. They made the wrong decision when they killed Tom versus Ivor. That is the decision I believe, and we talked about this with people on Twitter. I truly believe that was the decision that cost them the game. Is killing Tom over Ivor, or even a Dylan. But even then, they could have, with time in the game, that's enough of a distraction for him and Dolores to waste votes on themselves. Y'all to vote out Gabby, y'all and Dolores to take out Dylan whenever y'all felt like it, and Tom. So
what would you have advocated for, Dylan or Ivor?
Yes.
I personally think Ivor probably would have been the movement.
Yeah, I would have killed Ivor.
I would have killed Dylan. Listen, ever since the one thing that would have changed everybody in the castle didn't know that it was a known thing that Brittany and Dylan were very close, right? I think Dylan should have got murdered, especially when they sat on that couch and he questioned Danielle. And he had caught them. What was y'all doing? That was a wrap right then and there. Daniel, I can call him Daniel. Dylan should have been gone. Now, Ivor would have been a great choice as well, but at the end of the day, choosing Dylan was the most faithful of all of the faithfuls in the house. He
was smart.
If he made it to the end, nobody's gonna vote for him. He's going to make it to the end.
Yeah.
I'm cutting him out. I need people that, even if there's a small inkling, there was a little inkling that Ivor could have possibly been a traitor. He's staying. Dylan, there's zero. You gotta go, fam. Yeah. I'm gonna get voted over you every single time.
But you gotta remember, Dylan didn't tell her that until after the fact. So after the night that they murdered Tom, so he didn't have that conversation after the fact. So she couldn't use that as her reason.
That's what the edit told us. I know y'all be lying.
So I agree. Dylan, they were locked in. One of them removed would have caused the other to lack.
I agree. I agree with that.
Either one of them never wanted Dylan to go home because obviously he was on my draft. So personally, no. But in the game, if I'm in the game, that's a straight shot right there. Dylan, like Brittany said, he should have been gone. Absolutely. That was where they messed up. Dylan should have been gone. He's too smart, too faithful.
Yeah, it's like one thing if you're like a Sari carrying around an Andy and a Quentin.
Right.
You know they're 100% so down to the soil and you know you got them deceived. Yep. But like because Serena had no suspicion on her, period. You can't be in that position when you got some sus on you. If everyone knows you're dealing, you kill him and throw the sus off for you.
True. Sorry, I'm trying to respond to Eli asked, did we all win the draft? I say yes, everybody but Treese.
And I would like to point out how they was at the beginning like, oh, Treese, you got 4 traitors, 3 traitors, whatever I had. And I was just like, bro, I just did it randomly. I ain't even really pick nobody like that. And look at that. How all y'all win, I lose. This is a sexist draft. I'm about to talk to HR. Who is HR? Eric?
Right.
I would like to make a complaint against you and the rest of the men on the podcast. They did. They did.
I'm cracking up. But yeah, so there were just so many things that led up to them being in the position that they were in that left them clawing for a chance. It was literally based on chance because they had Dolores locked in, but the whole Dylan, he was just too smart and had too much influence, like EM said. And Ivor, like I said, he started getting some brains at the end. He still shouldn't have won, but he kind of clocked last episode. So I was like, okay, Ivor, I see you trying to have your wheels turning too. And he was just firm and adamant about Danielle going home anyway. So I just knew there was no change in his mind on top of that. So unfortunately, Danielle, the last original traitor, was banished from the table. Leaving the power of the seer. Josh, you want to tell us about the power of the seer, who got it, how it worked?
All right, so the seer, and I thought they was gonna keep it anonymous the whole time, but apparently they decided after they decided they're gonna actually announce it to the whole group.
Then you're gonna might as well tell everybody.
Yeah, so they said Brittany got the seer. And I was like, okay, Brittany was putting in work. I feel like one of the two had to have gotten it from the gotten it, and she had to publicly choose who she was gonna talk to. I don't know if I like that. I feel like everything should have been more secretive and stuff. So people could possibly bluff about whether they got to be the seer.
I think all of it.
Or if they even talk, if they were even summoned to see the seer or whatever. But it's all out in the open. Brittany goes ahead and calls in Gabby. They go ahead and have their little dinner and their little glass of wine, and they open up an envelope and reveals, of course, that Gabby's a faithful because Brittany's a traitor. We all know that. But I think Brittany played it smart, as smart as she could have. Because she told the truth that Gabby was a faithful, and Dylan Efron was so banking on her coming back and saying that Gabby was a traitor.
Yeah.
I was too. I was like, girl, you better not lie.
Yeah. But here's the thing. Dylan is just so smart. This is why they should have, first of all, they should have split these people up. They should not have let them congregate while somebody is getting interrogated by the seer.
They should have been separated.
Yes. Because they went in, Dylan had a plan. He said, so if either one of them come back talking about somebody's a traitor, then we can't trust both of them. Both of them need to go because one of them is lying. And
it really should have been the seer thing, and then they go directly into the ceremony. That's what it really
right at the round table, like right before. Yeah. They walk out together.
Yeah, I agree.
Then they reveal, like I told her, then that causes some drama because she lying, she tells the truth.
And they don't get him trying to strategize because they stuck with that plan throughout we see with the game, like literally how everything worked. They was like, it don't even matter if she come out here saying Gabby's a traitor and Gabby's saying, no, I'm not, she's lying. Can't trust both of them. Both of them need to go. They stuck with that. They was hard and adamant about that, Ivor and Dolores. So they had control. Those 3 votes controlled no matter what happened. Those were going to be the 3 votes. And what is she said? Like Josh said, she came back and she's a faithful, and it kind of put a wrench in his plan because he was salivating at the thought of her doing that so he could banish her. He knew he was banishing Brittany from the jump, honestly. And like I believe I mentioned, I
said Ben knew
because like I mentioned last week, he still got the card ace up his sleeve. Derek was right about Rob. Derek did warn me about Brittany. So, Brittany, you are likely a traitor still. And he used that as his little ammunition when they went back to the table. Y'all want to talk about how the round table or how they came back? What's next? What we need to talk about?
So they all came in for breakfast, and then what the host name?
Alan?
That name.
Alan.
I don't know, I drew blank. But Alan Collins said they're going on their final mission. This mission was so basic for the first part. I thought this is the easiest 25K they ever made.
Oh, you know what I did?
I couldn't know that mission if it. I don't know. I did.
That was a board mission. If the challenge person was paying attention. He didn't get interested at all.
I don't know. Like
they got the opportunity to participate.
I tried to skim me. I said, "I'm cool."
Yeah. So they got to have opportunity to try to double their money by dangling from a helicopter, try to throw their money back in a ring of fire. Some of them made it, some of them didn't. Ultimately, the grand total went up to $204,300. That's the grand total for this season.
Wait, Didn't the other 2 seasons get to go all the way to 250?
Well, season 1 did. I think season 2 ended like a little bit higher, maybe like 220-ish.
Oh, okay. They made sure Sari got all her money. I know that's right. Period.
Yeah, they did.
Period. Ran some errands is hilarious.
Yep.
Yeah, it wasn't eventful. So after the challenge, they win next to mine. Woohoo, whatever. And they come back and they're still strategizing. Brittany trying to figure out how to potentially frame someone that's a man.
Yeah.
And trying to use Gabby, the fact that she revealed that Gabby was faithful, trying to use that as leverage, trying to pull her on her side.
Yeah. And
I gotta give Brittany her props. She was doing everything that she could.
Yeah.
She tried.
Yeah. But she was fighting a very nearly vertical battle at this point.
It wasn't impossible. Normally we say there is no such thing as impossibles in these games, that anything can happen. But at this stage in the game, with the group that we have left, there was no way they were not banishing Brittany. There was just no way. It don't matter what she could have said. She could have granted them the power of the seer, and Dylan could have very well been a traitor, and they still would have voted Brittany out. Like, she was never making it out of that round table to the ring of fire, to the truth, fire, truth, circle of truth, whatever it is. It was unfortunate because her case was great. She ate him up. Dylan, I love. Get it, Josh. Talk about it. Go ahead. Ate him up.
I mean, I liked you at the beginning. I really liked you at the beginning of the season. We kind of dipped low after you was all wrapped up with the Boston Rob Vortex. You kind of redeemed yourself back towards like the last third quarter of the game.
Yeah.
But this last round table, you pissed me all the way off.
You did piss me off a little bit.
Why are you such a victim? Why? Brittany ate you up, and why said, why am I so attacked? Okay, Karen.
You said assault.
Assault. I was like,
boy, I said, now wait a minute.
Ooh.
You were clutching his pearls. I said, I know you lying.
You said that assault that I just experienced at the round table. Like, okay, Dylan, like you
I
followed.
assault at 16. What type of assault you gonna have?
That I ain't gonna lie.
Charges against Brittany.
I said,
assault
not a
and battery
Carol.
by a traitor. Whew. He was on the defensive, right? And I'm like, see, your defensiveness is something about that. Why you so defensive, Dylan? Because you a traitor. Like she did all that she really could have done. I think it was that poverty headband that messed her up.
No.
That's what I think it is. Because it's something about them headbands. It's something about them. Something about them.
But I don't remember all the things that she said, but she started laying out the facts. She's like, I'm coming to y'all with the facts. And she's like, no, why? I don't get to defend myself. I am meek. I'm not
meek.
Yeah, what does it say?
I ever try to pontificate a possible way that, like, well, there's a possible way that you were the meekest among the traitors. And it really is like, Ivar, do I look meek to you?
Yeah.
Well, not like
compared
that
to everyone else that was there, yes, you are. I'm like, oh my God. But she laid out a very thorough case, although we knew Dylan to be a faithful. I mean, even if they believe, I mean, it was just enough for me possibly to banish Dylan if I wanted to. Because I'm like, she ate him up. That was good. But it just was too much.
Do you think it would have been worth it if Brittany went and called in Dylan and said that he was a traitor?
Yeah.
Because
I think it would have been worth it.
Because he wouldn't be. Oh, go ahead. I was gonna say.
No, I think you were gonna say. What I was gonna say is like then he wouldn't have time to go and straight out this plan of like try to like assume what was going to go on in the meeting.
Yeah.
And then so that everyone else, those three people had to think for themselves.
Mm-hmm.
And
and his plan was if one of them said we just banish both of them, he not gonna offer himself up on a platter like that,
right?
So he would have had no choice. You go with me, or we gonna be traded. They gonna banish both of us. How about that? We both traitors, whether we are or not, and they'll never know because one of us is lying. And they may trust you, and I would have used that at the table too. So y'all may banish me tonight, but if y'all get to that fire, and y'all don't,
you're gonna give all the money.
At least leave us with some drama, because that would have ate them up. at the table. She could have did it on Gabby too if she would have said she was a traitor and they was banishing her. I would say, hey, even if y'all get me tonight, even though I'm a faithful, y'all gonna find out tomorrow at that fire though. When y'all keep her, go ahead and keep her, keep him, and y'all lose all that money. So congratulations, Gabby or Dylan, whoever would have been there. Congratulations, you just won
played
200.
yourself.
Yeah. Enjoy your money. That's a good strategy. I think that's a good strategy. If you to see her and they gonna believe that both of y'all lying, that's okay.
Yep.
Yeah.
That might be enough to convince, make somebody feel scared to be like, what if they've been so faithful, so good at being a faithful because they a traitor? What if Dylan was the ultimate traitor? Are we really to risk our chance? So we can take out Brittany now, but are we really willing to listen to Dylan? He's led us. He's influenced us. We really want to be at the circle of truth and not truly know if Brittany was telling the truth. Yeah, that's what they should have did. She could have did, but hindsight, 2020.
Like I said, Brittany did everything that she used all the tools in her arsenal at this point.
She did try.
She tried.
So she gets an A+ for me for effort.
Yeah, for sure. Most definitely. But she was banished. Goodbye, Brittany.
Unanimously.
And there goes our chances of Big Brother. We can't win nothing.
And this goes without saying. I'm gonna say it. One thing about Big Brother, they gonna lose Traitors.
Flop, flop, flop.
Big Brother's definitely gonna flip, flippity flop.
We can't win nothing. We can't even claim Sabrina because she got on Big Brother after Traitors.
Lord Jesus, Lord.
Dang, at least if she had been on there before, although she would primarily be a Survivor representative, we could at least claim
He'll play Big Brother. That's what would have counted.
We could have counted a piece of it, you know.
Yep.
Oh, BB does run. They do run Amazing Race. I get them that.
Yeah.
I give them that. But Traitors, somebody said we got to call in our big guns. I don't care. They said enough time has passed. We got to bring out our heavy hitter, the heavyweight champion, Nicole Franzo.
You know what? I win it. Season 4.
They're not wrong. They not wrong. If anybody can win.
No.
True.
No, Traitors, you can flop and flip.
Be for real. Be for real. The best chance we got to win.
She should have been on there first. She should have been the first Big Brother player on there. If she didn't make it, no, bye. Nope, we're not doing it. I do not want to hear Nicole. I do not want to see her face again. No, you know what? Send Victor, but make sure he grow that beard out when he come.
Oh, see, you worried about
if the beard. If he don't have a beard, leave me home with Nicole.
We can't do Victor no more. She sucked all the flavor out of them.
That's what I'm saying. Let him grow that beard back. Give him a little spice.
She's one of our last heavyweights. No, I mean we got some heavy hitters, and we know they would do well, like the Tiffany's, the Xavier's, the Devons, and Taylor, and we know they'll do well, right? But will they win? I don't know. So we need somebody that can play and manipulate these folks. And she has shown us time and time again, she knows how to lower her threat level. She knows how to manipulate with tears. She knows how to make people feel sorry for her. She knows how to make people believe her when she's clearly lying. And she knows how to turn it up at the end. So I truly believe Danielle, she would probably, Nicole would win.
No, I don't want to see Nicole. I'm tired of seeing her. You know who we need? We
are tired of her.
Bring back Frankie.
Grande?
Yep.
Frankie wasn't a bad player. Frankie is good, but I feel like he would get cut at some point because his personality.
He would probably get cut soon because he would probably annoy everybody. And they'd be like, no. I'd be like, no.
No. So yeah, I think we're all in agreement except for Trees that Nicole is probably our best shot.
No, I would not admit it. You are in timeout.
Eric, you read my mind. I was gonna say sit her backstage.
That was me. I said myself because you showed right. I don't want to see no dog.
Exactly. Martino knows. Yep. Put on there and she win. And we hate to say it. Oh, what Ty said? I ain't finished Reindeer Games. Once y'all told me she won, she went dark after. Show went dark after.
No, I don't want to see Nicole.
But we just being realistic though. That's
let's keep it a buck. If someone from Big Brother's gonna come in here and go on Traitors represent, it's gonna be a woman.
Yeah. Now I said Taylor gonna do well. I heard she's on the next season. I feel like Kaser is too. Kaser and Taylor are there.
Taylor,
but
at the house. No, Taylor couldn't ask off for work. She busy. She booked. She at the Oscars. She should. Continue.
You're annoying.
Taylor gonna be faithful. I think she could be a traitor. I think she'd be a really good faithful.
Yeah, I think she could actually be a traitor too, but we haven't seen her strategize.
I don't see her being a traitor. I can see her being a faithful though.
I'm just saying, I think she could be either, but you don't have to be a devious person to be a traitor. You can just be a whole nother persona. That's what Phaedra did. Became someone else.
Baby, Phaedra is the liar. Baby, Phaedra will look you in your face and say her name not Phaedra. I don't know who that is.
I'm not talking about the lying aspect. I'm just saying, like, you wouldn't have a guilty conscience about killing folks.
She is also devious. Phaedra was a terrible example because the woman is very devious. But I watched her.
Mary, are you talking about Kaser and Taylor talking about first and second out?
That's lady.
Oh, that's a good question, Eli. If they let someone else play a second time that's not Kate, who would we want to see back?
I want to see Sandra come back.
I like Sandra.
Yes. Yes. I would love for her to be a traitor, but I feel like that'd be too obvious. Since she was a faithful, they'd make her a traitor now. But yes.
No gamer. No, it needs to be a non-gamer because I think the gamers are gonna have a hard time in this couple of seasons, honestly.
I think it's from the famous. I want to see Bob Harper back. I think he was.
I'd like to see Ian back because she's funny.
Oh yeah. Or not none of them things.
Literally.
Ew. We here.
BBC 26 Angela would do nothing and cry on each episode. Yeah, no, she don't need to come. I don't need to see Angela. She can't come for another 2 years anyway. So,
and even after those 2 years, I don't want to see her come.
Yeah, no, thank you. I don't really want anybody to come back because I feel like it's pointless because I'm gonna just think you the opposite of whatever you was last time.
Yeah.
So and most of the time you're gonna bring back a faithful. So if you are faithful, I'm going to assume you're a traitor this time. Because there's no point in you because even if you were a traitor, I'm going to assume you're still a traitor. So if you're a traitor, you come back, you're a traitor. If you're faithful, you come back, you're a traitor. So I'm voting you out regardless. Because to me, you're a traitor.
Now, walk with me here. Wild idea. Many seasons down the road. All-Star season with everyone that was previously a traitor.
Who I'm voting out first?
Yes.
Sari.
What? Sari will be first boot. But folks, when they announce the whole cast, I'm be like, Sari, don't even
unpack.
Babe, I'm such a fan. Damn, don't even open the suitcase. Matter of fact, Alan, keep that trunk open.
Yeah. Don't even get off the bus, sis. We love you dearly.
Listen, Sari, go ahead inside for everybody. Get your little plate, get your little to-go plate, and some foil in the cabinet. Go ahead, get your little juice.
Fergus, pull up that truck to take you back to the airport, baby. Because
you cannot trick me. You cannot. Serene, I love you dearly, but fam, no, you will not play me. You will not take my check.
No. You could be the faithful of the I don't care if the seer power told us that you was a faithful. You're still
I'll be like, you a lie.
The seer, somehow you done convinced this seer power that you were faithful when we know you're a traitor. Oh man.
Ooh, they got me tickled. Because that was an easy. Sorry.
It was easy.
Sorry.
I don't even think that's where Josh was going. He was just gonna say what we think about an all-star season, but that was just the first thing that came on my mind. Do it, that would be awesome. But Sari, I just want you to know that we're not even voting. We're not even having a discussion at the round table. We're all just Sari. go ahead and log off, baby. Let's go ahead and let's just go home.
Y'all know what I want to see? Okay, probably not for season 4, but season 5, since 5 is a a nice rounded number. What if they finally did a Big Brother versus Survivor? I've been wanting to see that for the longest, and they only put Big Brother and Survivor players on the season.
Yes,
everybody, all gamers. I just want to see one.
They can put their little raggedy challenge folks in there, but I don't know.
No, they cannot. No, stay at home. Big Brother versus Survivor. They can go to the next one, but I would just like to see how the game would play, because there's always Survivor's more this, Big Brother's more this, and I would be very curious to see that. Yeah. Yes, I would like to see some Big Brother Canada people on there.
Yes. Oh my God.
Doing that, I want it. So we can
open
up the pool, because I don't know how many more US people I want to see on there.
Well, Martino, but that's a good point. Maybe stop making BB players traders in the beginning. We talked about this too, Martino. I don't know if you've caught another podcast, but like we talked about this too. They've always chosen a Big Brother and at least one Survivor player, Big Brother player, to be a trader. So, I mean, at this point, it's almost guaranteed that it's gonna be one of them. And even if they didn't, people are gonna think they are, so they're gonna get banished, and the trader's gonna get to skate by.
Listen, Mary, you're right. If we being real, the other players that aren't Big Brother Survivor are kind of more entertaining. So I can see that. I can see that happen.
But just get some that are familiar with what the show's about first. Show them some people that watch show them all 3 seasons first.
Yeah.
And quiz them.
Because I honestly, and I know people hated the mixed cast of civilian versus reality TV stars because they felt
I don't want to see that again.
Power imbalance. I wasn't mad at it, but you need to find civilians like us who know how to play the game.
That know how to play. Like I didn't hate it, but now that they've kind of like did it separately, I kind of like that idea better. But yes, if you're gonna do that, give people that like play games, like
all these podcasters you got on here.
Well, they need to do podcasters on there. You know
I would say I'm not even opposed to if we got just a civilian season.
Yeah,
just shake it up a little bit.
Yeah,
people we don't know. That'd be so interesting.
Yeah, let us shine. Give us some other folks time to shine, because y'all keep picking these people. I'm like, who are these people again?
Ooh,
but okay, Ian and Mary, y'all got Bad Girls Club, Zeus people, hey, America's Next Top Model. That would be good.
Whoa. It's gonna get Beauty and Black up in here. I don't know.
We gotta do all of them, but definitely.
Let's do like one or two.
Sure. I want to.
Oh, Natalie Nunn? No. She needs to say her back.
Natalie Nunn.
No. But Tanisha? Oh yeah, I
love a good Tanisha. I love me some Camilla. America's Next Top Model. Okay, let's bring. Is it Eva?
Oh, Eva Pickford.
Eva.
Takara.
Not everybody from season cycle 3. But no, I agree.
And you know what? I'll tell you that. How about just some other random celebrities that they don't have to just be from reality TV shows? Like, I want to see Tamar on Traitors.
I mean, yes.
That's what.
Nene Leakes, Tiffany Pollard. Come on. They probably ain't got enough money to afford them.
No.
But Omarosa, I'm surprised she hasn't gotten a call yet. Trying to think.
But anyways, we know.
Y'all see how we deviated from the finale?
Gabby and Gabby, Dylan, who won?
Ivor and Dolores.
Dolores, they won.
They all voted.
Let me say this. What Gabby said, the only way, I would be being greedy to banish somebody. The first time I said somebody else getting some more money. Banish?
That part.
Listen, I've been a faithful this whole game. But that don't mean I can't be a traitor right now. The Lord didn't bring me here to go home.
But they probably would have voted her out.
They probably would have.
So she done got greedy and helped somebody else and didn't get nothing.
Because I would have. Because if somebody else did it, like I said, I would. But if somebody else did it, I would have been like, how about we just split this 2 ways?
Yeah.
Oh, it would still be 3 ways because we all voted. Yeah, I would have been.
Yeah.
But maybe it would have been real tempting to be like, you know what? We was talking about Ivor back in the gap. You still on that? Gabby was. Listen, Danielle was Brittany was a traitor, and y'all know Gabby met with her. Do we trust that?
Right.
You know a traitor out there, traitor?
Exactly. Yeah. So I just think it's just. I know people are happy about it that they all got to win. You got some like us. It's like I'm not mad that everybody won, but I'm like it's boring.
They made $30K
because it's 202.
Probably after taxes.
Divided by 4, take away taxes.
3 divided by 4. Like
they ain't make no money.
Okay.
But also too, well, besides Gabby, the other 3 are rich already. So
well, Gabby can do her wedding. $30K will take her where
Oh, for sure. She already
know where she is.
I sent it to you.
Oh, she did?
Mm-hmm.
You did today?
On Instagram. We'll talk about it later.
Oh.
And so I would have just liked to see a little more, a little bit more selfishness, but that togetherness, that kumbaya, it worked for them, but it didn't work for me as a TV watcher because it made no sense. It made no sense. Because Ivor was furniture 99% of this game, and he won. Dolores voted wrong 8 out of 10 round tables, and she won. So
now Gabby.
Would traitors be a little more cutthroat if there can only be one grand prize?
What is Gabby doing, girl?
Absolutely.
This dress.
No. Not you went and looked at it right now because I told you we were gonna talk about it later.
Baby, Gabby didn't use none of that money for that wedding dish.
The check probably ain't cleared yet.
That too, because it's usually
you know what? The check probably ain't cleared. Baby, buy you a house and take you a honeymoon. She did it.
Well, so I'm not saying that like the viewers. I was talking about me specifically. I didn't want to see everybody go home with some. I wanted them to throw that red in there, cut somebody so we can get some more money. You know, I get it that kumbaya. There is. Like people always say they want traitors. I don't necessarily go in like, oh, I want the traitors to win. I go based on who I like. If I like the faithfuls, that's who I want to win. If my favorite traitor go home, yeah, I'm rooting for the faithfuls. Or if I like some faithfuls, I'm gonna be rooting for them to win. So I don't go in like, oh, I'm always rooting for the traitors. But I go for who I like. I'm voting for who I like. That's who I'm gonna be rooting for. Because there's no right or wrong way. Because I know I've seen a lot of people say, well, they want the traitors are supposed to win the game. Not necessarily.
They try to win the game.
Huh?
I said they try to win the game.
They can try.
They have a kind of tougher road to win.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. So it's just there's no right or wrong way to do it. And what they did wasn't necessarily wrong. It was just boring. It was anticlimactic.
Yeah, that's what it was.
Especially when they tease like, oh, what if Dolores? They think Dolores is still sus. What if she actually goes and like throws it in? And like,
because I definitely thought she would have.
Yep.
But then they would have
definitely thought about it.
They would have banished her too. But yeah, it was lame with all 4 winners. But I think Martino said it. Do y'all think they should just make it a 1 grand prize thing so only one person can win? And that would give them more incentive to cut somebody?
Not for the faithful, because low-key, the traders already have that incentive. Yeah.
That's true. It wouldn't work necessarily because you don't know who is a faithful trader.
And you know what? True. Honestly,
as a faithful anyway.
One more thing, I would say, you know how like the round Danielle went out? That was the last round. They said they would announce it.
Mm-hmm.
And like who played what role? I say moving forward, even one more round.
Yeah.
One round soon, so the rest of the game, you just in paranoia.
Make that money worth it.
Yeah. So they really have to trust each other because, like, going on from Final 7 forward, you don't know how many. If you have any traders left, I say stop murders then too. Just round tables.
Yeah. So honestly, I think that's a really good point. So Danielle's round table, that should have been a no reveal either, because then that would have left them in a tizzy. Oh, that would have had them in a tizzy. Right? That would have left them like, what is going on? So I like that idea. Yeah. Eli said a quarter of the cast.
It really was.
There was like 12 traitors this season. Insane work. But y'all, yeah, that was the finale. Anticlimactic. I fast forwarded through most of it. I watched Brittany's roundtable. That was it. Fast forward to the end.
Nothing was that entertaining at the roundtable either. I mean, the
green bean bags. I was like, oh, they all won. Dang. And so we went to the reunion, which was also a flop in my opinion.
The only thing that was interesting in the reunion to me
Bob Drag
was when with Bob the Drag King with the Brittany was like, he was like, girl, I don't know you. What? Yeah, but you said that mean. He said, I don't know.
You wanted to murder me because I was funny and I was gonna get all the screen time. He said, well,
girl, I was like, girl.
He said, when you get a comedy special, I'll be the first one to watch it.
I was like, sit down, girl, sit down. I think she was.
You wanted to murder me and did. I did.
Yeah, I'm so glad we didn't have to watch that reunion because I would have been mad we waited for that reunion because it was very dry as well.
Like Mary said, a waste of 3 hours. Honestly, I was pissed when I finished. I was like, I spent 3 hours on this.
Yeah, the reunion didn't give. They served looks, but other than that,
they served the looks.
Yes.
Danielle got her reward for her acting. So okay, I was happy she got a little something, get a little whatever.
And for the haters, that her was laid. Okay.
And Robin. Shout out to Robin because she was like, "Why are y'all so mad?" Danielle played a great game. She flew, she did what she had to do, and she's not y'all talking about she the worst traitor, but she the last one standing. So how is she the worst? Is it the goal to make it as far as possible? I'm like, thank you, Robin. Thank you.
Yeah.
Shut the noise
I agree
down.
with that. It didn't need it wasn't needed. I agree with that.
Well, sometimes when people find out stuff behind the scenes, like when Major called out Dan last season, that was kind of fun. Season 1. Everyone called out be still pissy at Sari. That wasn't a great look for anybody, but
and what Sari say?
Check cleared.
Did
you know what I wish they would do? I wish they would do Traitors like Survivor, where when they're doing the into the fire, they have the rest of the cast here watching, and then they go directly. They go directly. I want live reactions. What? I think that would be a tad bit more interesting. If they were still doing it. But yeah. Overall season, up until that last episode, I give it a solid 7.8.
I would give it an 8.5, honestly, because it was funny. I enjoyed it thoroughly.
Yeah. It was enjoyable to that last episode.
Yeah.
Last episode.
Well, there was one episode it was boring. I can't remember which one. I think it was the one when Chriselle got murdered and they did the person murdered.
Oh yeah, that flopped.
That was a boring episode. Yeah. But I say a solid 8.5. Now I'm gonna bring it down based on how it went. 8.
Yeah.
So that's why I wanted to give it an 8, but they was lying sometimes about the editing. So I had to bring it to a 7.8.
Oh, Mary said season was 10 out of 10. The finale was a 3.
A 3 is nice. A 3 is only for the outfits because a lot of them did serve looks.
Not one review. Well,
and that's exactly what it was.
I really don't know what to tell you because I was so bored. Where's the entertainment?
Oh, I will say I was saying the same thing. I ain't gonna even lie. When Danielle was saying her and Danielle not really cool like that, because I was like, are y'all do y'all hang I was kind of when Brittany was saying her and Danielle not besties like that.
Yeah. And how they was only talking for a cumulative for 3 hours. So that was a little something. I will say
exactly. Go ahead.
Go ahead. No, you good.
This is exactly why I say when they be like, "Oh, that's my friend on the show," my friend. TV friends and my friends' friends are two different things. Okay, I'll just let y'all know. If I ever go on the show, I'm cutting everybody. Okay, for the check. You know what I'm saying? And that's why you have to know how to separate. You have to know how to separate the two. And this is why I can't be mad that Brittany cut Danielle because she just saw her eye on the check. right? And she's like, dang, I could take this whole check. But little did she know she needed to look a little bit deeper and be like, in order to win, you need her.
Yeah.
But I ain't mad at it. She did what
I
she
will
thought.
say, also too, I think since Ian brought it up, we only reviewed the reunion for like a half a second. Then the baby and Carolyn, I was over that.
I want to bring that
She's
up.
not a victim.
No.
She's a grown woman who played a reality TV show about treachery and deceit and manipulation and
Baby, I
game.
fast forward while she was talking. I swear.
She looked good. Can't even lie.
Talking about.
Them
Well,
things were sitting.
I ain't gonna even lie to you. I said, all right.
But
Carolyn.
it was so unnecessary.
Not
Did
the
she respect
silence.
her? It was so.
Yeah, I was like,
And I
It was
really,
so
I really wish Danielle would have just said what she wanted to say. I feel like everyone's trying to be politically correct because Danielle knows she already received hate. I'm just like, say no, you didn't respect. Just tell the truth. You didn't really respect her game.
And I don't have to. Exactly. I don't got to. No, and I won't do it again. How about that, Andy? Now what?
Absolutely, because I think back that flashback they showed of like when they were first up in the tour and Danielle said you're gonna take 20 steps ahead of them. And Karen's like, oh no, you can't think that far ahead. I'm just like, I don't think I would respect a player for like behaving like that, not trying to think and plan ahead for different scenarios, especially on the Traitors when you got a murder and then try to crack a story of like who could have done that.
yes,
Why it's not you?
a lot.
Well, I get that you necessarily can't prepare 20 steps ahead for Traitors, but you still need to have some thought and strategy going into the moves and who you murder because it matters.
Absolutely. And I
And
really
so
feel
for
like
them to be giving her this victim edit and boo-hoo, woe is me, not a fan of it because it was stupid. And it was unjustly painting Danielle as a villain in real life, as if she was a bad person in real life. We don't know the woman in her real life. We
Like,
don't know what
fam, it's a
Carolyn was in her real
game.
life.
yeah. And I really think that people are like trying to villainize her for like using her. Because Carolyn did use her personality to help her in the game.
Yep.
It
The
helped
same
her.
way Serene used her personality as someone who's just nice and
Even if that is innately who you are, it is an advantage. Just like when you go on Survivor or Big Brother, if you are a weightlifter, you're probably gonna do better in these physical challenges where you gotta lift stuff and carry stuff, right? If you a dancer, you got a smaller frame, when you gotta hold on to the wall, you're probably gonna do better because you're lighter, because that's who you are. If you a doctor or lawyer or whatever else, mental challenges where you gotta
do better on like memory comps.
Yep. You're probably gonna be. That's just innately who you are. So you're going to come in with advantages and disadvantages based on your personality. If you have a wonderful personality, guess what? Your social game gonna be through the roof.
Exactly.
I would have just easily answered, Danielle, do you respect Carolyn's game?
No.
Of course I respect. I respect everyone's game. Everybody's gonna play the game how they want to play it. Now, do I have to agree with how she plays? No, don't, and didn't. And that would have been a period at the end of that in that conversation. Like, not everybody's game lines up, and unfortunately, we had to work together, and it didn't line up. So when she left, I was like, "Yay!"
And I helped her get there. I helped pack her bags and sent her out the door.
Mm-hmm. And Carolyn would have did the same. She tried to do the same. She tried to do it, but everybody forgot about that.
And let's just be real. If Carolyn played the exact same game that Danielle played, y'all would be praising her.
Oh my God, best traitor of all time, Queen Carolyn.
Y'all problem is y'all wanted Carolyn to skate to the end of this game and win it all, which she would have done if Danielle didn't put a stop to it. Like, you think I'm finna let myself get banished and I'm gonna let you skate to the end?
Yeah, Carolyn probably would have made it to the end for sure. Yeah.
They already said it. They would have never thought about her. It literally came out of Dylan's mouth. I never suspected you to tonight. We would have went there. They said it. She would have swept us because they never would have. Good for her. Like, that's good. They never would have suspected you. That's awesome. However, you made some mistakes that got you caught. Because had you not made those mistakes, you would have won the game single-handedly.
But even then, I still think if she gets Danielle murdered, we didn't see her have much agency up in the turret. So I feel like when she's kind of the headpiece, even when she does recruit somebody else, and her kind of leading the Traitors, I still think she probably would have messed up along the way, kind of blown her cover.
Yeah. And then we talk about leading the Traitors. Dang near, they did everything Boston Rob said. So neither one of them was really doing nothing. So why are we not giving no heat to Boston Rob? He was controlling, he was running over y'all. You ain't had no smoke for him.
Well, I think, but I think Danielle was kind of doing this because, like, everything they're doing is like because Boston Rob was trying to double bluff. So, like, why would I go after them? We publicly fought, and it worked for a little while. So it's like, look, he's gonna try to double bluff. I don't have no connection. My fingerprints, I ain't got no fingerprints on this crime scene. While I don't like it, me and my people still safe. The people that I know trust me as safe.
Right. This part, this part. Like, I just don't understand. I don't understand.
People forget that the game is called Traitors. A lot of people don't know what the definition is. Fam.
And she talked about her job. Kids and everybody, oh, she trying to justify. I ain't got to justify it. I said what I said. I knew it was going to help me secure Dolores' trust. I did it, and I do it again. Period.
Yep.
And that was pretty much all. Oh, besides Sierra telling Boston Rob that he looked good back in his day. That was funny.
I don't know where she got that from.
Stop. She was like, I went back and looked, and she was like, oh my God, you were so hot. Not that you're not right now, but yeah, the Dorinda thing, Dorinda and Ian versus Bob, that was the highlight. Bob Harper trying to get chose every 2 minutes by Andy. Like, Andy.
Do you see that little show where he said, well, I enjoy women's what do you say? I enjoyed the company of women. And then Andy was like, that's not what I heard. I
said and he's like, we'll talk after. I'm like, we'll get together after. I'm like,
no, let's do an after reunion because let's run that back. Let's talk about that.
And he just said, Andy, this reunion is great. Oh, Andy this, Andy that. I'm like, Bob.
Boy, he was having him a good time, huh? Pass him another drink. Give him the mic.
And then Tom, I'm trying to think what Tom said. Oh, they brought up the Tom situation. But also, and this is another reason why they should have not murdered Tom, because Tom was literally at the reunion. He was like, they said, so did you really think Dolores was a traitor? He said, yes, I really thought she was. I was like, oh, this just sealed the deal.
Why would they should just keep Tom? Because Tom just there looking pretty. That's all he doing. He chilling.
Yeah. So I guess we went back and covered the reunion. That was most of it. Yeah, 3 hours worth of 2 hours worth of nothing.
Yep.
It was trash.
Yep.
Honestly.
So let's see. Let's end this pod with who is the one person, regardless of what show, that you want to see on season 4?
Just one person.
Yep.
For season
you know what? One guy, one girl. Let's do that.
For season 4 specifically.
Yes. Who do you want? Regardless of what show they're on, who do you want?
Well, I don't want to set my faves up because I know they're not going to be able to do it for season 4. So I'm going to save my fave for 5. So we'll talk when we come back in season 4. I'll tell you my real people for 5 because that'll give them a buffer.
Well, if you want them, you can say them, but
because they're going to go home. I don't want to be on there and they be as if they're going to get cast.
Yeah, they already got the cast before.
They do. I will say.
Ooh, yes.
One guy, one girl. And they got to be from Big Brother?
Just anybody.
Oh,
whatever
just
show you want.
You know what? Give me.
I'm going to steal that one. Hootie and Poppy, for sure. But for a girl, I want to see Tiffany Mitchell. Those are probably my 2.
I know Tiffany was on the tip of my tongue, so you already said her, so I don't need to say her. I'm going to say for a man, let's go ahead and he's our best chance for a faithful Xavier Prather. He's sociable, he's likable, boring enough to go under the radar. I think Xavier will do well as a faithful. He could be a traitor too, but I think he'd be a great faithful. And for the woman, let's see.
Listen, I would not mind seeing my man Godfrey on there. The lady pleaser. Yeah.
I want to say Felicia.
Felicia?
Mm-hmm.
Felicia's a good shout.
I think she'd be good. She'd be funny.
Oh, she'd be good at that round table.
Oh yeah.
She
The way
would
she,
eat
I
that
think about how
round
she
table
ate up
up.
American them and Corey. Oh.
She would eat them up. Ooh. From Big Brother, you know what? I wouldn't mind seeing Corey play Traitors. I know everybody like hate him now. I don't know why,
I don't hate
but
him.
I think he would be good.
Oh,
There are a lot of
Claire
people.
too. Claire would be good. She won the
Claire
rap.
would be good. I ain't gonna lie. Claire deserved. I owe Claire something. Because that girl, I ain't gonna lie, okay? Claire held us down.
She did. I love me some Claire.
I feel like as a viewer, we owe her something. So she needs to be in and win something. She did win Amazing Race, though, right?
Yeah, her and DX. Yeah.
Oh, nah, that is done. That is done. We good now. We clear.
Not Boogie.
We clear. But I wouldn't mind seeing her
Wait.
play. I do.
Oh, I was gonna say Big D too.
Okay, I was about to say, you took the words out of my mouth because I was like, okay, if they're not gonna take nobody from Canada, please put Big D on the show.
Not the grabbing of the mic.
Please get Big D on the show. Honestly, I think he would be very entertaining. He would do good on the show regardless. But yes, put him on the show.
We're supposed to be saying one person,
Season
but I
4.
already answered who I feel like would be good faithfuls. Davon, I think, would be a good faithful. I said Donnie would be a good faithful. I think Jackie would be a good faithful. Who else? I think those were the main ones I put in Xavier and Felicia.
Who you want to see, Josh? Me and Eric done gave 18 people.
Yeah.
We can't never do nothing right.
Wait, Koozie did not flop. She did an excellent job on the Traitors. I think. She made it to Final 7.
Like I said, I was trying to wait for Eric to run out of breath, but it still hasn't happened yet.
Ooh, come on.
Anyway, for me, a woman I want to see would be, as an underrated pick, Natalie Anderson. She won probably my favorite season of Survivor. She won Jeremy's initial season, San Juan del Sur. Mm-hmm. And she's also she was also on The Amazing Race. She was also on a challenge and was decent on the challenge too. And I think she's all very well rounded. She could do both well as a faithful and a traitor. And for a man, another one I was thinking of is Ika.
I don't want to see her on nothing else. Ooh. She was talking about my friend, so that's it for that.
Ika was talking about Davon?
She was low-key trying to side with Jamar with some stuff, and so she should have kept her business to herself.
I do remember that.
Mm-hmm. So her and Dimitri, Petrie, whatever his name is, they can stay.
Demetrius.
And as for a man, I don't know. Is Jerry still alive?
Eli, if I could block you. Jerry from 10.
You know that crossed my mind earlier too. And I said, Lord, he might be up there.
Jerry
probably a Republican. He needs to stay at home.
Jerry is definitely alive. We've had this conversation. We have had this conversation.
I know we had that a couple months ago. Is he still with us, Lord?
His wife, she done went on to be somewhere. I don't know if she went to be with the Lord or not, but she went on to be somewhere. He is still here though. He is still here.
Imagine him at the round table calling somebody else a Judas.
You always be my Judas. I didn't think about
we have a special guest.
Oh, Shan would be good on the Traitors, y'all.
Oh, Shan would be good too. Oh, pause. One more man. Tyson from Survivor. And
Martino. You about to get
Jack Baines does kind of belong.
You about to get blocked.
Y'all want to hear more stuff? Ashley Ayoko from Big Brother 14.
Hey, Big Ty's position comes block. Put him in the back. Put him back. Come back.
Who did you say?
He get ready. It's okay. Miss Juicy. Oh, okay, Mary. I'm with you. Miss Juicy, baby.
Juicy. Oh my God.
Juicy, are you a dang elf? I'll never forget that when Nene.
I'm mad that Eli popped in just to say that. He get on my nerve.
So irky.
All right, we rambling.
We are. That's how you how much content. Whole cast of BB-15. This is the Eli suggestion. No, because he would say something like that.
Oh,
I want to see Adam Sandler. He ain't doing nothing.
Oh, they need to pull some A-listers. Please pull Kiki Palmer.
Oh, that's what I said.
Oh Lord, Kiki will be so entertaining.
Oh man.
And Law Rose.
God, he is.
Law Rose. Yes.
Zendaya, give him a little vacation, girl. Let him go. Let us have Law.
I love Law.
Yes.
Tyra Banks, while we talking about it, go ahead and throw Tyra in there.
Kiki should do the reunion. Honestly, that would be great.
Who else would be good? There are several different people I feel like that would be really good at it for sure. But that's not why we're here. Y'all, it has been wonderful. Thank you for hanging in there with us throughout this entire season. Yep. It has been a great season for the most part. Season 4, we'll be here to cover it. Be on the lookout. Shout out to all the draft winners. Myself, Josh, and Eli, who is not here, who forfeited his option when he came here talking crazy.
So I'm gonna take his win.
I would just like to point out that I am now on a 3-win streak of drafts.
You are,
and most of his drafts have been randomly selected because he's been too slow to even pick his people. So if we being real,
y'all pick teams when I'm at work. When I'm asleep.
Your win is my win.
No, it ain't. Y'all gave me these people. I said this is how the universe worked, and this is how it worked out for me.
Josh and I are now tied with 3 cumulative draft wins. Eli has 2. Treese has 1.
Anyways, follow us on Twitter at AWAGBT, and also on Instagram by the same name, AAYE Who All There. And also, if you haven't yet, go on YouTube at A Who All Gonna Be There podcast. Go in. Okay. Turn those notification bells on so you can get those notifications on when we're dropping new episodes, and you can be on time and come chat with us because we do love it so dearly. Anything else, you guys?
Won't he do it?
Literally.
All right. We will see y'all Wednesday night for Survivor.
Absolutely.
Bye.
So irky. I cannot.